माननीय रक्षा मंत्री श्री राजनाथ सिंह जी, श्री राव साहब पाटिल दानवे जी, सेक्रेटरी कोल श्री अमृतलाल मीना जी, एडिशनल सेक्रेटरी एंड नॉमिनेटेड अथॉरिटी नागराजू जी, distinguished guests and all other participants, attendees. We are honored to be joined by Shri Honorable Rajnath Singh ji, Raksha Mantri ji. As we know, Rajnath Singh ji has been instrumental in bringing forth policies that are strengthening the India's defense sector and building future-ready India. तो रक्षा मंत्रालय में इंपोर्ट ही इंपोर्ट होता था। अभी पहली बार माननीय राजनाथ सिंह जी माननीय मोदी जी के मार्गदर्शन में एक्सपोर्ट डिफेंस सेक्टर में शुरू हुआ है, तो माननीय राजनाथ सिंह जी के कालखंड में हुआ है। अंडर हिम आवर फोर्सेस आर बीइंग इक्विप्ड विथ स्टेट ऑफ आर्ट वेपन्स, इक्विपमेंट, टेक्नोलॉजीज. वन ऑफ द की ड्राइविंग फोर्सेस बिहाइंड द इंडियाज फास्ट growing economy is our country's defense manufacturing industry. To achieve the vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat, Manya Rajnath Ji's ministry has taken impactful measures in the last few years aimed at creating the business-friendly environment. Following Shri Rajnath Singh Ji, similar initiatives have been undertaken in the coal sector also and make it more transparent and competitive. Sir, I would like to submit you, in 1993 when we started in India, allocation of the coal block, then there was no auction. From 1993 to almost 2014-15, 218 blocks were allocated and almost all of them got cancelled. And from 14 to 19, 35 blocks, and from 19 till now, 96 blocks have been auctioned. And that auction is creating huge wealth for the states as the part of revenue sharing premium. And Rajnath Ji's ministry has implemented simplification of the industrial licensing process with a longer validity period. In the coal sector also, we have simplified the process for the grant of clearances and approvals. Previously, 19 major approvals or clearances were required before starting the coal mine in the country, but we have introduced the unified single window clearances portal and simplified the entry process for the coal mining companies. Also, some of the clearances will be transferred to the next bidder also. Otherwise, it was a very difficult system. We have brought in change in that also. I remember when we were laying groundwork for reform in the coal sector, there was the section who questioned our decision. जब हम कमर्शियल कोल माइनिंग का बात कर रहे थे, बहुत इसका विरोध हुआ था, बहुत हमको इसका न करने के लिए एडवाइस आया था, लेकिन माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के मार्गदर्शन में हमने ये किया. इट वॉज द सेकेंड क्वार्टर ऑफ द 2020, द एंटायर वर्ल्ड बिकेम to a sudden hot growing to the COVID pandemic. इस बीच में कोविड आ गया. It was during that time that when no nation knew what to do, Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji launched a series of reforms in the coal, and that was included in the coal sector also. आपदा को अवसर में कैसे कन्वर्ट किया जाए, ये माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी को देखते हम सब लोगों को सीखना चाहिए. He was very certain that the coal would drive our economy towards the growth and create the employment opportunities. At that time, I met Prime Minister, मैं प्रधानमंत्री जी से मिला था. मैंने निवेदन रखा कि हमको कमर्शियल कोल माइनिंग में जाना है और इतना गतिरोध भी हो, इतना विरोध भी हो रहा है. प्रधानमंत्री जी ने मुझे एक बात कहा, अगर हम क्रूड ऑयल इंपोर्ट करते हैं तो हम मान सकते हैं, सहन भी कर सकते हैं। अगर हम कोल इंपोर्ट करते हैं तो ये बहुत बड़ा पाप है, ऐसे माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने मुझे कहा। So taking that as a challenge, we started the preparation, and while launching the commercial coal mining, Prime Minister said, I quote, commercial coal mining unlocked the country's coal sector from the lockdown of decades. These are the words of the Honorable Prime Minister. And true to his words, domestic coal production did witness a boost along with the large-scale employment generation and huge opportunities for the investment in the coal sector. Today, we have turned around the coal story to make the India's growth story. And कई लोग ये भी बोलते थे कोयला का क्या होगा भविष्य का। कोयला का भविष्य as per the 2040 IER 2040, there is going to be electricity demand is going to be double, दुगना होने जा रहा है। तो इसके मन में रखते हुए कोयला का जरूरत है ही है। एनवायरनमेंट कैसे बैलेंस करना, कोल गैसिफिकेशन कैसे करना, कोल गैसिफिकेशन के लिए क्या क्या व्यवस्था करना, ये सब प्लांटेशन वगैरह हमने बहुत अच्छी ढंग से कर रहे हैं। मैं डिटेल में नहीं जाना चाहता हूं क्योंकि मुझे भी पार्लियामेंट जाना है और माननीय राजनाथ सिंह जी ने मुझे ओवरऑल बोला 1 घंटे में मुझे आपको रिलीव करना, इसलिए इसमें डिटेल में नहीं जाता हूं। लेकिन देयर विल बी रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ कोल in at least another 40-50 years, there's no doubt. I am happy to note that by tomorrow, that is 31st March, we are hopeful to breaking the several production records. Coal production is expected to reach 880 million ton. That is 14% growth over the last year. When we took over under the Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji in 2014, all put together it was 572 million ton, and this year it is 880 million ton, and our offtake will be nearly more than 900 million ton. In this growth, there is a significant contribution of the captive commercial coal mines. मैं ये भी कहना बहुत मुझे खुशी की बात है कि जब कमर्शियल कोल माइनिंग लॉन्च किया था तब कई लोग बोला था, जो लोग इधर कुछ लोग बैठे हैं, दे आर ऑल विटनेस फॉर दैट, 1 किलो भी कोयला नहीं निकलते हैं। लेकिन इस बार हमने कमर्शियल कोल माइनिंग से जस्ट विद इन 2.5 years वी हैव प्रोड्यूस्ड मोर देन 8 मिलियन टन्स। नॉर्मली एक कोयला महीना शुरू होने के लिए 10-10 वर्ष लगता है, लेकिन विद इन 2.5 years 8 मिलियन कोयला हमने शुरू किया है। In this growth, there is a significant contribution of the captive and commercial coal mines. This year, for the first time ever in India, the coal production exclusive from captive and commercial coal, not from Coal India. Coal India has done an extremely good job. That is a different thing. Captive and commercial coal price has crossed 100 million ton for the first time in the country. We are hopeful of achieving more than 112 million ton production from captive and commercial coal blocks this year, which would be an increase of 31%. Increase is 31% over the last year. New coal mines have started production and 2 more will start the production this month. With the onset of the summer, we are ready to face the another peak power demand. Power demand is also so high. Last January, February, it was almost 13, 14, 15% तक हमारा पावर डिमांड ज़्यादा बढ़ गया था, फिर भी कोयला का शॉर्टेज होने हमने नहीं दिया है। With the onset, we are ready to face the another peak power demand. Currently, India has almost 116 million ton of the coal stock with the PSUs and the thermal power plants. And as on 26 March, this is around 29% higher than the last year. So 90 million ton was the last year's stock, and this year it is 116 million ton. As I said, we are prepared for the summer and the monsoon seasons. There is sufficient coal stock in the country, and we are closely coordinating with the railways to ensure there is no shortage of coal anywhere. Over the next few years, we are undertaking the major capacity expansion projects further increase the coal production and offtake. We could achieve these big numbers and will continue to scale it with the back of key initiatives. The government brought the legislation where they necessary to made policy changes to boost the transparency in the coal sector. Coal Mines Special Provision Act 2015 brought into the return of coal blocks. Coal was used to be in use only for wrong reasons, bad reasons. Now coal is in news for a very good reason. This is also a historic record, I can say. We are also giving the incentives for the early production. पहले कोयला माइन लेते थे, शुरुआती नहीं होते थे. अभी जो जल्दी शुरू करते हैं हमको 50% रिबेट दे रहे हैं. और एंट्री बैरियर कुछ नहीं, एंट्री इज वेरी मच लिबरलाइज. I do not want to go into the further details. As a result of our efforts, the coal sector is scaling up the unprecedented heights. In last 6 tranches, 87 coal blocks have been successfully auctioned with the PRC of 220 million ton. Estimated revenue of these 6 tranches, जो अभी जो 6 tranche चल रहा है, it is more than 33,200 crores and estimated of around 3 lakh jobs. I am happy to note that 4 mines are operational and have 4 commercial coal mines have been operational, and as I have already said, 8 million they have produced. In the latest 6 tranche, 22 coal mines are fully explored and 7 coal mines are partially explored with the cumulative PRC of 75 million ton. Once they are operational, these mines will contribute more than 7% of the country's coal requirement. I want to specially welcome the first-time bidders who participated in the tranche. An average revenue share of 24% was achieved during the auction process. This is the testament to the continued interest in the coal mining sector and stable future of our coal mining in India. Today, Raksha Mantri Sahab has joined us to celebrate the progress and the coal mining sector has made the last few years. Agreement signing ceremony for 29 coal mines auctioned during the 6th tranche and the launch of 7th tranche of the auction for commercial coal mining is a definitely reasonable reason to celebrate. Today we celebrate not only 6th tranche, successful 6th tranche and launching of the 7th tranche. Today we celebrate transparency that we have brought in the coal mining sector. As I have already said, we were in news for the bad reasons, scam, bribe, ये इसी कारण हम चर्चा में थे. लेकिन we are celebrating the transparency that we have brought in the coal mining sector under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Modi ji. Today we celebrate ease of doing business in this sector. We have kept it so transparent, not even from minister to nominated authority. Nobody can, no human interference. This is the system we have brought and it is totally transparent. अभी पहले बहुत लोग घूमते थे कोयला मंत्रालय में, बिचौलिया दलाल लोग बहुत घूमते थे. अभी तो कोई भी कॉरिडोर में कोई किसी को भी आप नहीं दे सकते हैं. ये बदलाव सर आपके आशीर्वाद से सर हमने लाया है. आपका आशीर्वाद ऐसे ही बने रहे. और अंत में मैं इतना ही कहना चाहता हूँ, बहुत लंबा भाषण हमारे लोग लिख के दिया है, मैं इतना ही कहना चाहता हूँ. सर आपका समय अमूल्य है, मैं इतना ही कहना चाहता हूँ. We need coal. I request you to explore the possibility of the along with that coal gasification. हमने बहुत कोल गैसिफिकेशन में माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का आग्रह है. इसके लिए हम 6,000 करोड़ रुपए इंसेंटिव भी रखा है. उसका भी हम ऑक्शन शीघ्र ही उसका भी हम ऑक्शन कर रहे हैं. और जो 10% अगर कोयला आप गैसिफिकेशन के लिए यूज करते हैं तो 50% रेवेन्यू रिबेट में हम रेवेन्यू शेयरिंग में रिबेट दे रहे हैं. ऐसे बहुत कुछ कर रहा है. अंत में मैं यही कहना चाहता हूं, देयर विल बी रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ पावर इन द कंट्री, नॉट पॉलिटिकल पावर. पॉलिटिकल पावर मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में हमको दे दो, देश में जो बदलाव लाना है हम लाते हैं. लेकिन पावर रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ द कंट्री इज गोइंग टू बी वेरी हाई. Very high means it will be unimaginably high. In that case, why? Why? Because the credibility of India is going up. Since credibility of India is going up, just few years back, 5-10 years back, people used to call, which is the world factory? World factory means people used to say China. But today, the world factory is going to be in India. At that time, there will be requirement of power. And for that power, coal is the engine. Coal is the main source. And that's why there is a requirement. I seek your always, I am open for new initiative. In every tranche, sir, finally, sir, in every tranche, we have called our stakeholders. कुछ भी आप बदलाव चाहता है क्या? विन विन सिचुएशन रहना चाहिए. मुफ्त में दे दो ऐसे नहीं है. विन विन सिचुएशन में अगर कुछ अच्छा सजेशन है तो हर एक ट्रांच में हमने बदलाव लाया है सर. और नेक्स्ट ट्रांच में भी आपका कुछ सुझाव है तो हम लेने के लिए तैयार है. लेकिन मैं अंत में एक माननीय रक्षा मंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में एक घोषणा करना चाहता हूं. 25-26 में इंडिया विल एक्सपोर्ट द कोल सर. जब आप और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में मुझे जिम्मेदारी मिला था, हम कोल इंपोर्टर थे. जो हमारे पास कोयला नहीं है, मेटलर्जिकल कोल वगैरह, वो तो अलग बात है, लेकिन थर्मल कोल हम इंपोर्ट बंद करते हैं. एक्सपोर्ट 25-26 से हम एक्सपोर्ट शुरू करते हैं. ये वादा करते हुए फिर से आपने अपने बहुमूल्य व्यस्त के बीच में आप इधर आए. एंड यू आर द ग्रेट encouragement. It is a great encouragement for me, and you have always blessed me personally and blessed me and supported our ministry. I am thankful to you for having present here. Once again, I welcome you, sir, and thank you one and all.